Yeah, the first time I saw our car can run automatically, we really feel excited.
And so that was a really good moment. I mean, that was when we realized that okay, we can do a lot of work then.
After training the car for a long period of time, with the car finally can dodge some obstacles and finally can complete a whole lap. I was like, wow.
I took these competitions because I want to immerse myself in another discipline. And basically, before that, I know nothing about coding and AI stuff. And now I learned something about it, and I think I was getting increasingly interested when I participated in this competition.
Well, like the whole idea of having an autonomous car is just really intriguing to us. You offered the chance to use the Just a Nano single board computer, which we have always wanted, and it was actually a lot of fun to work with it.
The fact that these days these AI systems are really permeating our society, so autonomous driving is becoming more and more popular, and it's really good to learn how these systems are working under the hood.
I really want to know more about AI and about its application in maybe a day-to-day situation. So that's why when I received the email from the base talking about this competition, I asked my friends about if they are willing to join with me, and they feel very positive.
I'm an absolute beginner. So yeah, I was reading like things about machine learning. The secret is the drive loop frequency. So whenever it updates the steering and the throttle, I think it is very important to frequently. So the car also has a very high reaction.
I think one of the biggest problem is that the performance of the car is quite dependent on the battery level. So we actually have to check the battery level every time.
So for the mechanical part, like they use their instincts to see how can it be fixed. For the software side, or like things like the battery parameter and the lighting conditions, well, we tried our best to use the computer science skills to actually train a more robust model.
Yeah, I think the more enjoyable period is that we can see the car running like without anyone controlling, and just based on our own basic learning control experience. I feel like the technology is pretty amazing.
I was like collaborating a lot with other teams, like exchanging experience and knowledge. That was the best part for me.
Our performance in the qualifying rounds was quite bad. But then, for some reason, we actually made it all the way to the third prize. So that's quite good. I think luck and just sometimes believing, and not giving up. Because if we just gave up, then we would have no chance.
It's my first time dealing with AI, and I think that one day, maybe when I build something like a robotic arm or an autonomous car as well, I could use AI in it as well.
It's still a good practice to do it here, and later on when I can share my experience with my colleague, and then we will have like experience exchange, which is very good.
The skills that I learned over here for, like, let's say training a deep network, like a machine learning model and all those computer vision algorithms, I'll be actually using it very closely in my next project and startup.